welcome back to Best Life Abroad, not your average travel podcast. So today's episode is a personal one and an honest one. Okay, so last time we talked about budgeting for your move abroad, how to figure out exactly how much money you need to live abroad. And today we are going to talk about making money abroad, but we first have to talk about the mindset shift that has to take place before anything else can happen in order for you to make any money. Okay. I wanted to start out by talking to y'all about my transition to moving abroad and the reality check that I got like as soon as I landed on the ground. So, when I moved to Germany with my husband, I thought that I had it all figured out. We had done the things, we talked to the people, everything was supposed to be set. We were told that I would be able to stay in Germany with him based on the parameters of his visa. But the moment that we walked into that immigration office, she looked at me and said, the good Landratsamt in Ravensburg, Germany. The woman looked at me and was like, he has a job, you do not. So just like that, I had 90 days to figure it out, or I was going to be sent back to the US. At that time, I did not speak German. I did not know anything about German work systems. I had no intentions of learning anything about German work systems because I was not working. But what I did know was that I had some skills. I knew how to teach somebody something. I knew how to lead something. I knew how to connect. So I knew that I was not going back to the US. Somebody was going to hire me in the next 90 days. So I had to get real bold and I had to figure out what are these people going to pay me for to make this work. Now, right there, that was really my first mindset shift. So, really, what you need to do, you already have what you need, and you need to remind yourself of that. You just haven't asked the right questions yet. So, when I talk to people about moving abroad, the first thing that they ask is, how am I going to make money while I live abroad? How am I going to make money to support this move? But before I answer that, I usually ask them a question. What do you really want? Because so often we are chasing freedom with one hand, but we are holding on real tight to everything else that's keeping us stuck. So, just as an example, I was speaking with someone and she was a nurse, a beautiful, brilliant woman. And she wanted to move abroad because she wanted more peace. These are her words that she said, more peace, more time with my kids, slower pace of life. But every time that we talked about, okay, let's figure out how you can earn an income abroad, she would circle back to, but I'm a nurse. And so what I had to share with her was, yes, you are a nurse. But the reasons you want to leave, long hours, no time off, being away from your family, no flexibility, these are directly tied to your career as it is now as a nurse. So, do you want to be a nurse or do you want to be present with your kids in a slower pace of life in this way that you keep saying that you want to build it, right? So, if it's the second one, then we have to stop forcing everything to align with this job title that you are saying is burning you out. Could she still teach nursing online? Of course. Could she explore maybe curriculum development, maybe health coaching, maybe consulting for a global health organization? Of course she could. But even if she wanted to take a break just for a season and maybe teach some English online, she would have to give way more prep time than she would if she were a curriculum development person or if she was even teaching nursing online. She would have way less stress. If she moved to a country where her cost of living could drop by like 60%, she would still come out ahead. So, more importantly, she would have all of her time back. But if she is consistently like, this is what I do, I have to continue to do this way, that is what can be the thing that is most stifling. Okay. Now, here is the trap because I understand. We have been conditioned to believe that our worth is tied to what we do and how impressive it sounds to people. Okay. You ask a 3-year-old, so what do you want to be when you grow up? And if they say a mermaid, you're like, that's so cute, but that's crazy. Now, if they say a doctor, it's like, oh, yes, girl, you are brilliant. You are doing the things. You better go ahead and be that doctor. So it starts that early. We are growing up thinking that the title is the goal, not the freedom, not being happy in life, not being able to actually live the life that you want to live, but your title. And I am speaking from experience when I share this with you. Okay. When I meet people, 90% of people, the first question that they ask is, what do you do? And what I want to say is, I build kind, loving humans who will be amazing contributors to this world. That is what I do. But y'all don't want to hear that. You want to hear job title, you want to hear credentials, you want a LinkedIn summary. Okay. So I say, okay, I am a doctor of education. I run two companies. I've helped people around the world transition into lives that are founded in purpose and alignment because that's what people want to hear. But I have also had to let go of the idea that somebody else gets to define why I am valuable because I am worthy because I am here, okay? For no other reason. And I am happy every single day because I no longer have to trade my time for money. I'm able to drive my kids to school every morning. I'm able to kiss their good, cute little chocolate faces every night when they go to bed, even if they are in my bed and I'm trying to keep them out of it. But to me, that's success. And I pray every single day that I never have to trade that life in. And so I really need to ask you to think about if you are more committed to your job title or to your freedom. Are you more committed to people's perceptions of you or your own peace? Because if you are serious about moving abroad and doing it in a way that is aligned with the life that you say that you want, then it's time to really challenge all those other things that we've been taught about career, about identity, about income. And it really starts with the question, what do I really want? So if you want space, if you want ease, if you want time with your family, then you need to give yourself permission to earn money differently. And it may be simpler, it may even be easier because you are not starting from scratch. You are starting from your experience. And I think that's one of the things that is so important to remember. We're not starting from the bottom, now we're here. We are already here. And now we're figuring out, based on being here, what we can do. That experience, that is what is your passport. That is what is your currency. Okay. On the other side of what I do, just giving a different example, I also do executive coaching and consulting because I told you she uses her skills to make these coins, okay? But I share that because since COVID, I have met with so many more executives and C-suites that have shared, like, I have been doing this job for 20, 30 years. I do not even know what else I can do. But what I do know is I do not want to do this anymore. And the time during COVID, it really helped a lot of people focus and reevaluate, reassess, and realign what are those things that are really most important. And I share these things with you because I am so confident that you have some type of skills that maybe you just haven't used in years because you've been on one specific trajectory. I am very confident that you are valuable in many ways. I am confident that you know how to get things done because you're here. And there are no barriers for you in terms of making money abroad when that is the case. So I know that it will be possible for you to find an income stream that aligns with what you want right now for your life, not your job title, not what you've done for the last 20 years, not anything else, but in alignment with what you are looking for. Okay? Okay. So that is what I wanted to share with y'all today. Thank you so much for letting me talk to you because I mean, I just keep getting the question of like, how can I make money? How can I make money? But it's like, we have to be open to making money. We can't be so stuck in what we think that things should be that we are then blocking the things that can help us to be successful and what we say we really want. Okay. So if this resonated with you, or if you know somebody who needs it, please send it on over. Or somebody who's like, I would love to move abroad, but I don't know how I can make money or how I can fund living somewhere else. Please send it to them. If you are just in the dreaming phase, the planning phase, or you are just scared to say out loud, this is what I really want. This is your sign. Just say it, just do it, make it happen. Okay. If you are feeling stuck, like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about, then of course, I am here to help you. You can head over to my website, www.yourbestlifeabroad.com, set up a time for us to connect. And of course, I will be able to speak with you, help you figure out what it is that you need to do in order to be able to make this move abroad real. Okay. But until then, I just want you to please remember that you do not ever have to earn your worth, but you can earn your freedom. Okay. So I hope this was helpful for y'all. This was like so key to me when I was living abroad, and it happened pretty immediately after my first move abroad. I was like, wow, this is real. So I just pray that y'all can get that mindset shift way earlier than I did, and it will really help you as you're figuring out what is really aligned with the life that you want. Okay? So I will see y'all next time. Be blessed and have a great rest of your week. Bye.